In modern warfare, information is ammunition, and silence can be the deadliest strike of all. The battlefield is no longer only about missiles and guns, but about controlling the electromagnetic spectrum, the invisible realm where communication, radar, and targeting all live and die. Today, we explore a war machine designed not just to destroy, but to disrupt. A jet that can shut down enemy air defenses, scramble communications, and blind radars before a single bomb is released. This is the EA-18G Growler, the world's most advanced electronic attack aircraft. Welcome back to Armory Unveiled. During the Cold War, air defense networks became more sophisticated. Radar arrays could track incoming aircraft at long range, guiding surface-to-air missiles with deadly accuracy. The United States needed a solution, not to outgun these networks, but to outsmart them. This gave rise to a new form of aerial warfare, electronic attack. The U.S. Navy pioneered this concept with the EA-6B Prowler, introduced in the early 1970s. For decades, the Prowler suppressed enemy air defenses across the globe, from Vietnam to Iraq. But by the late 1990s, warfare was changing. Bandwidth grew. Radar became digital. Missiles became faster. The Prowler had reached its limits. A successor was needed. The Navy turned to the FA-18 platform, reliable, proven, carrier-capable, and began re-engineering it for a new purpose, a jet that would not fire missiles at radar, but would render those radars powerless. In 2006, the world met the EA-18G Growler. The Growler is based on the FA-18F Super Hornet, sharing roughly 90% of its airframe. This commonality reduces construction, maintenance, and training costs. But make no mistake, while the Growler looks like a fighter, it is built for an entirely different mission. Its airframe is optimized for stability during jamming operations, with reinforcements added to handle specialized pods and electronics. Wingspan, 44.9 feet. Length, 60.3 feet. Max speed, Mach 1.8. Service ceiling, 50,000 feet. The Growler's cockpit features side-by-side crew operations, the pilot focusing on aircraft control and survival, the electronic warfare officer managing the jet's electronic dominance systems. Together, they become the orchestra and conductor of electromagnetic war. What makes the Growler terrifying is not what you can see, but what you can't. AN-ALQ-218 Sensor Suite. The ears of the aircraft, detecting, geolocating, and analyzing enemy signals in real time. It can pinpoint a radar's position before the enemy even knows it's being observed. AN-ALQ-99 Jamming Pods. These pods emit powerful electromagnetic energy designed to confuse and overwhelm enemy radar systems. Instead of returning a clear picture, enemy screens are flooded with static, noise, and false targets. Imagine being blindfolded in a gunfight. That is what the Growler does to its adversaries. Next Generation Jammer, upcoming upgrade. Developed to replace the ALQ-99, the Next Generation Jammer will use directed digital beamforming, meaning jamming energy can be aimed like a spotlight, increasing power and efficiency. The Growler doesn't simply disrupt enemy sensors. It manipulates them. Despite being an electronic attack platform, the Growler is armed. Anti-radiation missiles. The HARM and ARGM variants seek out and destroy enemy radar transmitters. If jamming isn't enough, the Growler will silence the source permanently. Air-to-air missiles. The IM-120 AMRAAM and IM-9 Sidewinder. These ensure the Growler can defend itself and its strike group. While not a frontline fighter, its presence in the sky is never unprotected. The Growler operates as a gateway aircraft. It opens the door for others to strike safely. Suppression of enemy air defenses, or SAD. Jamming radars, spoofing tracking systems, forcing enemy defenses offline. Escort jamming. Flying alongside strike aircraft, protecting them from radar lock-ons. Standoff jamming. Providing coverage from a safe distance while fighters and bombers proceed to strike. In the modern battle space, no major air campaign is launched without the Growler. The Growler has proven itself where it matters most, in real conflict. Operation Odyssey Dawn, Libya, 2011. Growlers jammed Libyan air defense radars, enabling coalition air power to strike key strategic targets with minimal losses. Operation Inherent Resolve, ISIS conflict. Growlers disrupted communications and coordination across insurgent networks, demonstrating electronic warfare's role beyond nation-state conflict. Regional deterrence patrols in the Pacific. The Growler is a key deterrence tool in the South China Sea and around Taiwan, where competing radar networks are constantly active. Only two nations operate the Growler: the United States Navy and the Royal Australian Air Force. Australia became the first international operator, recognizing the Growler's role in modern spectrum warfare. Their fleet integrates seamlessly with U.S. operations, enhancing joint force capabilities. With the coming next-generation jammer, improved electronic sensors, and AI-assisted signal processing, the Growler is evolving into an even more dominant force. As warfare shifts towards cyber-electronic hybrid combat, the Growler will be at the forefront, shutting down enemy networks before the first shot is fired. The EA-18G Growler is more than an aircraft. It is a force multiplier, a battlefield ghost, a machine that controls the invisible and shapes the outcome of war without firing a single shot. As long as modern militaries rely on sensors, communication, and coordination, the Growler will remain one of the most powerful aircraft in the world. This has been Armory Unveiled. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us next time as we continue exploring the weapons that shape our world.